Hey everyone, welcome to the Discussion May Cry podcast, your source for all things Devil May Cry, whether it be news, information, speculation, and so much more within the DMC universe. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Cool, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Hunter and Fallen. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Mario. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, alright, so it's been a while since our last episode, and it simply has to do with... Yeah, it has to do with scheduling issues. We've got so much going on at different times, but finally we're able to get together and do another episode. Finally. Alright, so we're going to do something a little different for this episode. We won't be talking about the news this week since there's not a whole lot to cover, but I did come up with a fun topic that I think will be a very, very interesting discussion. So I thought all three of us could come up with our dream Devil May Cry movie cast. That's right, so if there was a DMC movie being made today, who would be perfect to direct it? Who would be the perfect Dante and Virgil? We're going to get into all this and go through all the characters, and this is the episode I've been most excited to do, since I think all three of us are going to have very different choices for certain characters. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. Alright, so before we get into this, I do want to mention a few things. This is a present day cast. So, for example, we aren't casting 90s Brad Pitt as Dante. This all has to be in the present day. What would be best cast for a DMC movie in 2019? Also, Hunter did reveal his list to us, but me and Fallen haven't revealed our list, so the reactions might be pretty interesting. Alright, so... yeah.
Let it be known, I didn't bother reading Hunter's list because I didn't think we were going to do the episode without him, and I was right.
Alright, and we're basing all these characters from Devil May Cry 5. So Dante and Virgil are a little older, so yeah, it would make more sense to not have such a young actor to play them. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's just get straight into it. And we'll start off with the director. Alright, so for me, the director I chose that would be perfect for a DMC movie in 2019 is Guillermo del Toro.
Why did I know that? I could have taken a shot in the dark guess. I feel like I could have called that too.
Yeah, so it's obviously, not a surprising choice, but obviously he's most well known for Blade 2, Hellboy, Hellboy 2, Pacific Rim, Crimson Peak, The Shape of Water, and Pan's Labyrinth. And he was also...
He does make weird looking shit cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be real good with like the monster designs and shit, the special effects. He's very practical.
Yeah, and he was supposed to do the Hobbit films as well, before Peter Jackson came on board.
Thank you, Peter Jackson. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Honestly, I would have liked to see Guillermo's version of the Hobbit films, since I wasn't such a big fan of the Hobbit 3. But, hey, it is what it is. Alright, so I also want to get... This is a excerpt from Wikipedia. Del Toro's work has been characterized by a strong connection to fairy tales and horror, with an effort to infuse visual or poetic beauty in the grotesque. He has had a lifelong fascination with monsters, which he considers symbols of great power. He is also known for his use of insectile and religious imagery. The themes of Catholicism and celebrating imperfection, underworld, clockwork motifs, practical special effects are what he's known for. So yeah, with all that, and obviously he's made a Best Picture film with The Shape of Water. He's done Hellboy films, the older Hellboy films, which a lot of people love. So I think this makes perfect sense. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask it. You know what The Shape of Water was about, right?
Yeah, it's about the fish and the girl.
Oh, okay, alright, I'm about to say. Alright.
But it did win Best Picture.
Hang on. Here's the thing. The Shape of Water doesn't scream. Like, when you're listing the director and what they've done before, like, you don't want to hear The Shape of Water from a DMC movie. Well, no, Hellboy fits. He did Hellboy, and that'll still enough faith. That'll still enough faith because he did that.
And Blade 2.
Oh, so, yeah, he can do it. I have faith in him for that.
Yeah, and have you guys seen his film Crimson Peak?
I have seen the special effects of it because of college.
Okay, yeah, so I think that film is very underrated. It's a gothic romance film, and just the environment, the scenery, it works so well for a DMC movie. So when I was going through like who should direct this movie, there's only one name that came to mind, and it's Guillermo del Toro. So, and obviously with what I mentioned from his Wikipedia page, like he loves monsters, he loves the symbolisms of religious imagery, insectile. This makes perfect sense to me. And he's a good director. He's a really, really good director. He doesn't have a lot of bad films, if any.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go for it.
And hey, I mean, you could say what you want about Shape of Water. It still did win Best Picture. I have not seen it. I do want to see it. I've been trying to watch it, but
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. It had a book that came out before the movie, and my God, that book is even weirder than the movie.
oh,
So the fact it won anything is ridiculous.
all right. And who do you guys have for director?
You want to take it?
I'll take it because I feel like I'm gonna have to sell mine. So the director that I chose
Michael
was
Bay.
Quentin Tarantino.
What?
Yeah.
Actually, no. You don't have to do any selling. I'm fine with that.
What?
See, I knew that you would get it, Hunter. I knew. Mr. Cool, here is what I have to say.
This is wheelhouse. I'm not mad. Now, you would have to, the only thing about picking Tarantino is you'd have to get him away from his trappings of it being shot in weird millimeter lenses and make it sound like a Western, but other than that, you'll be alright.
And some of the aspects of shooting it, yeah, that's fair enough. I'll give you that.
But he uses in the franchise that's all about style. He brings his own unique style to the table, but I feel like it would clash with what was going on the screen. He would have to dial himself back a lot.
That is something that I thought of, but at the same time, like, Devil May Cry is all about being over the top and shit. So I thought of someone who could do over the top really well. That wasn't I didn't want to go Michael Bay because he's a whole different kind of over the top. A very bad.
Yeah, it depends on what you would put him in, so I'm not mad.
Okay,
If you would have said Bay, I would have been like, okay, whatever.
Okay, look, obviously Tarantino is a great director, but man, I just can't, like, this isn't the right fit. Like, I don't think this is the right fit at all.
You have not seen enough Tarantino films.
No, you have not, my friend.
Just the thought
You
of
have not.
him handling these characters, especially in a fantasy type of world, man, I don't know. A lot of his stuff, this will be so different than anything he's done before.
I guess I know.
Not really. I mean, think about it. All this would be is like Kill Bill, but with a bigger budget. This is all this would be.
Does he have anything with demons and, all that?
He doesn't have to. If you're a good action director, you can work with what you have. Because action movies tend to have all that fantasy stuff those films do and more.
It's all about blocking and knowing how a scene should go and how to make it pop. And Tarantino knows how to make things pop.
That's true. Yeah, but man, okay, I did not expect that. That would be more of a joke answer, but no, you're actually going with Tarantino.
Damn right. You're gonna say a lot of my answers are gonna be like, these are joke answers, right? Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I am excited for his upcoming Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, yeah, like, he's a fantastic director. I personally don't see him as a fit, but he's a good director, so he will probably.
No, then you're gonna hate my choices then.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay, and Hunter, who do you have for a director?
For director, I have two choices.
Okay.
I have John Woo for my first choice. Director of films like Bulletproof Monk and Hard Boiled. And I have Keanu Reeves because he did Man of Tai Chi and he knows action from the John Wick films.
that. Damn.
You want you want Keanu Reeves to direct it?
Keanu Reeves directed Man of Tai Chi, and that is a damn good martial arts film. You can't argue that.
I've never seen it, but
I've never seen it
my
too,
God,
but
you're missing out. You both are missing out.
Hang on. Here's the thing. I could trust Keanu to direct it
can you?
just purely based off of his history with all the movies that he's been in. I think he would be able to do. I think he would have learned something.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's okay. The thing with Keanu is that he's still an unproven director. He's had one film, and a lot of people haven't seen it.
No, Man of Tai Chi did really, really freaking well, dude. Especially in overseas markets, it did really well.
Okay, yeah, overseas, yeah, maybe, but yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at just the poster for it. It looks good.
Yeah, watch the scenes on YouTube, man. Watch a fight on YouTube real quick. I'm gonna pull up footage for you guys, okay?
This is where the footage is going to be playing.
Yeah, just for anyone like listening in at home and hasn't seen this movie, do yourself a favor and watch some fights in this movie. It's freaking amazing.
Honestly, I expected someone to pick Keanu Reeves as Dante, not him to direct the film.
Well, honestly, I could have picked him as Dante, but the thing about it is just like he could have sold the movie on name recognition, which is cool. But the thing is, he looks better in black than he does white.
It looks real good in black.
Yeah. Now, if we were going for the EX color, oh hell yeah. If we were going to shoot the movie that way, then yeah, he's my first choice. But we're not.
Yeah. Okay. So your other choice is John Woo.
Yep.
John Woo is a real strong choice. That one doesn't even need defending.
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone remind me of some of John Woo's recent films?
Okay. Alright. He doesn't have anything recently. He's still directing, but he hasn't done anything recently. I'm going to tell you, he did a lot of films back in his heyday with a lot of characters using dual pistols and slow motion effects and real stylish over the top shit. And he also had a game called Stranglehold on the original Xbox. And that game, oh my god, if Dante was a normal guy, he'd be like that.
Yeah, let me read off some of these titles.
Yeah.
Face Off, Mission Impossible 2, Manhunt was more of his recent ones. Let's see.
Did you do a Fast and
Broken
Furious
Arrow,
film?
A Better Tomorrow.
Wind Talkers, Reign of Assassins.
Reign of Assassins looks good. See, you just have to take, if you see all of the movies, that is just from the fucking the cover art. It's like, yeah, the man knows.
The man's even directed anime. He directed Appleseed Ex Machina. Of crying out loud. That was 2007. Yeah, and Bulletproof Monk is probably one of his better projects.
Twin Dragons. Oh my god. Jackie Chan.
Yeah, the man is an action god, and if you're gonna watch anything from him, watch Better Tomorrow and Hard Boiled. He also did Face Off, but I didn't like Face Off that much.
I thought Face Off was alright.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I just decided to go with proven action director, because he's the first choice for this.
Yeah, he's definitely, for me, he's definitely a better choice than Keanu Reeves because he's a more proven director. We know what he can do. So, yeah, because to me, Keanu Reeves is still unproven.
How dare you disrespect Keanu Reeves?
As a director.
Well, I mean, my whole thing about Keanu is, though, Keanu would probably know the best way to do these scenes, because I guarantee you the John Wick franchise isn't stopping, until people don't want any. He already said he'll play John Wick the rest of his damn life if people want him to. and by the time he finishes it, he finishes all these movies, he would be the perfect guy. Because he's fought in every manner of combat. He's even a physically trained fighter.
Yeah, here's
at this point for all of his movies.
Here's the thing.
If you've seen Keanu in actual action going through an obstacle course, it's damn.
If one of you guys actually chose Keanu as Dante, like, I would completely understand that. That makes sense. But him directing it, that's a whole other thing. That's completely different. That's why I was, I do like your other choice with John Woo. I think that's a better choice. But, yeah, I don't know about Keanu as a director.
See, I'm the one that has to do the hard sell here. You didn't have to sell anything.
No, I have to sell him on Quentin.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also,
Actually, if anything, you and I both had to sell Mr. Cool on our decisions.
also, Guillermo
That's a good point.
del Toro is in Death Stranding, so he's no stranger to the video game world. So
he was gonna do Silent Hills.
yeah,
Rest in peace.
see that perfect casting right here, perfect director.
Now I do have a crazy choice for Dante, and now I have to sell you for it. But speaking of Silent Hills, so
we're gonna. I think I know who you chose, but we're gonna. We'll have a conversation about that.
All right, yeah. So so let's move on. So, all right. So the director for me was Guillermo del Toro. For Fallen, it's Quentin Tarantino, and for Hunter, do you have a choice between them two?
I'll just go with John Woo because it seems to be the one you like.
All right, and you go with John Woo. All right, so now let's move on to Kyrie. Now, obviously, Kyrie is not even in Devil May Cry 5. You don't see her, at least. But,
Her voice is.
yeah. But if there was a movie that were to come out today, we would want her to actually be in the film instead of just a voice. So we decided to cast her as well. And obviously, we have to base it off her DMC4 model. So yeah, who wants to go first with Kyrie?
I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanna take this one. I'm going to say that for Kyrie, I thought about this one for a bit, and I chose Hayden Panettiere.
Who?
Okay. Hayden Panettiere. I know who she is, but I didn't expect that.
Okay, I need to.
Yeah. Okay, this one is gonna be a tough sell. I know. She was in Malcolm in the Middle. She was in Nashville, Heroes, Racing Stripes. But the one that I remember her from,
She's a natural blonde, though. That's nice.
I give you that. I'll give you that.
It doesn't look motherly enough to be Kyrie.
Here's where I'm coming from. Until Dawn. That is where I. Here's the thing. Out of everyone until Dawn, Emily was a bitch. Ashley was Ashley, but Sam, played by Hayden, she was like, she was a badass of the group, and she didn't honestly. All she did was move around, and she was kind of like the mother of the group, gathering up the troops. I'm just saying.
Alright, I'll let you have it just because I don't feel like arguing, and I don't know well enough to argue.
I'm not familiar with her work, so I can't really say anything about her.
I told you that a lot of these I'm really gonna have to sell.
Yeah, like, she might be a great actress. It's just that I don't know anything about her. This is the first time I've heard of her. So yeah.
That's the thing I was worried about too. I'm like, no one's gonna have heard of her.
Alright, but, I mean, yeah, so I can't really say much about it. I do want to play it Until Dawn. That's something that's been in the back of my head for a long time. Just never got around to it.
It's an okay game.
Yeah, and, Hunter, who do you have for our girl Kyrie?
Alright, well, you're not gonna like it, and I'm gonna say Aubrey Plaza, just because I don't need the voice, I just need to see Aubrey Plaza, leave me alone.
Okay.
I want Kyrie to have deadpan indifference to everything that Nero does, because she's so sick of his shit by now.
Okay, so you're telling me about the natural blonde and you're bringing up brunette?
Hey, it's closer to what you did.
I mean, it's easier to go from blonde to redhead than it is from brunette to redhead.
No. I'm just doing it. So like I'm free possible. Leave me alone. And I didn't have a choice for this originally anyway. So you guys had me on the spot.
I mean, hey, I don't think it's a bad choice at all. So
Just because I just want to see Kyrie at her breaking point.
all right, so for me, I knew Kyrie was not gonna be in the film a whole lot because she doesn't really do much in the game anyway. So it's like, okay, who's an actress that I like that I can only have for a limited amount of screen time? And I went with Keira Knightley.
What the fuck? Is she still acting?
Yeah, she is. She is from obviously her biggest role. Her biggest role is Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Yeah, so that's who I went with because I absolutely love her, and she's a great actress. And plus, here's what I based it off of. So, have you guys ever seen the film Everest?
No.
Okay, so in that film,
But she looks like her.
yeah, exactly. So in that film, in Everest, she's on the phone with the main protagonist of the film throughout most of the film. That's what Kyrie does in DMC5, and it works. It's effective. You actually feel for her during those moments in Everest. Everest is not even that great of a film. It's okay, but she really she stands out, even though she's just on the phone most of the film. Just her voice alone really helps. So that's why I thought, okay, I like her as, Elizabeth Swann in Pirates of the Caribbean. She's a great actress. I've seen her in other films, and to me, just fits. What do you guys think?
I'm going through all her movies right now.
I'll give it to you. Why not? Again, I haven't seen her in anything outside of Pirates enough to argue, so.
Yeah, I feel very much the same way. I'm trying to think, what has she been in recently?
Okay, she was in Imitation Game in 2014.
That
was a damn good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And she's done a lot of smaller films recently, so.
She was in the first Jack Ryan film.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch that.
She was in a Will Smith film called Collateral Beauty. She was the
Oh yeah, I saw that. Holy shit.
She's acted with big names. And she was also in Princess of Thieves. So in case there was an action role, she might be able to do something.
And
she was in King. She was in King Arthur. I don't remember that movie.
And also Hunter, like you said.
King Arthur, the original? Oh god.
Like you said, she kind of looks like Kyrie as well. If you just look at some of her pictures, so.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, hey, look, who doesn't love to look at Keira Knightley?
Yeah, she was also in Pride and Prejudice, so
yeah.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay.
Maybe Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, that would have been a stronger choice.
Oh, I remember that King Arthur film, one no one talks about. It was just a bad movie overall.
I don't remember ever seeing it. We'll take that as a strike against her.
Alright, but no, I can see why. Because I did see Collateral Beauty. That was a good movie. But we're not here to talk about we're not here to be movie podcast today. Alright, let's move.
Alright.
That's tomorrow.
Alright, so let's move on to the next character, and that is Nico. Alright, so Hunter, you're starting this off. Okay, this is going to be something from me. Okay, go ahead.
Mine would be Megan Fox.
Okay.
I'm sold.
Alright, well here's the thing. I'll have to spell it another way for Mr. Cool here. One, she has a natural southern accent. She is from Tennessee. So, yeah, she can already make a convincing mechanic type. She's already done that in Transformers. What more do you want? You want her to be on screen, be a badass, and talk shit, and occasionally act like like she made something. Okay, cool. That's all you need her for.
Yes. So while I was thinking about who should play Nico, Megan Fox did come to my mind. But the thing is, to me, like, she's always been fine to me. I think she's just a fine actress. She doesn't do much for me, which is why I didn't go with her. But yeah, I can definitely see why you picked her.
Yeah, I really don't like her one way or the other, but she fits because I can't find anybody else.
Yeah, and obviously she's gorgeous, and, you know, from everything I've seen of her, she's okay. So, yeah, to me,
I mean,
it's
you're
just...
a Nico fanboy now, so I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear from the Nico fanboy then. Who did you choose?
Dear God. Okay, so this was easily the toughest casting. I could not come up with anyone for such a long time. Okay, this is the one I have to sell you guys on.
Oh.
Okay, this is gonna be a weird name. Okay, so wait, before I mention the actors I picked, I was thinking of
oh shit.
Evangeline Lilly at first. She's obviously she's you know Wasp from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
yeah that was my first choice, but she's 40 years old. She still looks young, obviously, yeah, but she's 40, and for Nico, I think it should be someone much younger.
Nico's, I'd say, in her early to mid 30s.
I was thinking like 20s or like late 20s.
No, nowhere near her 20s. No woman in this franchise is in her 20s anymore.
Oh. I could have gone with Evangeline Lilly, but
That might be it.
yeah. So the one I went with, I can't even say the name.
Come on.
Okay. Selena Gomez. Boom.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Bye.
You can't.
This has been the Step and McBride podcast.
We'll never do this again.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. This is why I picked Selena Gomez. So.
I'm going back to my channel.
Okay, so this is from Itsuno himself. So here's what it states. One of Itsuno's inspirations in creating Nico was also his affinity for being scolded by bad girls. He stated that it would be cool to hang out with a girl who is sassy like Nico, who smokes all the time, points out your flaws, and gives you crap when you need it. As such, Nico was never thought out to be a playable character, but instead someone who tells a player to man up and do better. I can see Selena Gomez in that role. And plus, she's not just a singer. She's been in tons of films and tons of TV shows, and I've seen her in a bunch of stuff. She's good. So...
You're right. She's been in Hotel Transylvania, Princess Protection Program, Ramona and Beezus, Another Cinderella Story.
Why are you doing that to him? No.
I know it's a hard sell.
Spike is 3D. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. Okay.
All right. Let me say some actual movies now. She was in Dubious Battle, Rudderless, Getaway,
Okay, wait.
Spring Breakers,
But
The Dead Don't Die.
okay, but for Nico, with what Itsuno said, like, Selena Gomez is cool. Selena Gomez is someone I would want to hang out with. Selena Gomez is someone I can see being, you know...
Well, okay, hang on. Let me say this.
She was on Barney. What the fuck?
She was on Barney. She was on Barney as a small child. That's when she got her start. But here's the thing.
I had to look at that. I'm like, what?
With Selena Gomez, I don't see her shit-talking you to your face and calling you a piece of crap while blowing cigarette smoke in your face.
Oh, I can see it. I can totally see that.
She seemed, by the way, she was also in a movie called 50 Shades of Blue.
Oh. You learn something new every day.
Is, but, there you go.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm just gonna let him have this one. It's something I can't see. Honestly, if he sees it and I don't, that's not on me.
Like, yeah, if Evangeline Lilly was younger, I probably would have chose her, but Selena Gomez is...
I would have chose her now, damn it. I wouldn't have cared.
She is. That's true. But yeah,
Wait.
I know it's
And
crazy.
I see
Selena
and
Gomez.
I see her stomping me like all the time. So that's fine, but okay.
It's funny that you mentioned the age thing, because the person that I chose is 40 years old.
Okay, and who do you have for Nico?
Let me step up to bat here. Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what? That actually makes the most sense.
I actually can. Yeah, that.
makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I was that one was one of the few where I went practical.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, I'm like, okay, who could I imagine playing Nico? And probably.
And plus, Michelle looks young too.
She does, honestly. She if you take from the first Resident Evil movie, which take what you will from that, and then look at her now, she has not changed much.
I mean, Fast and Furious. Hold on, was she in that too?
Yeah.
Yes, she was in that.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
And,
She was getting anything.
Well, that's the thing about her. That's why I thought, I'm like, well, someone who is kind of like a mechanic type. In the Fast and the Furious, that's kind of what she was.
Yeah, and I can see her. She's like the Latina Betty White. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I did not think of her at all, and yeah, she really fits.
And maybe I just didn't want to go with an obvious choice because I figured one of you two might have done it.
So
Well,
yeah.
obviously one of us did do it.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, so I like that casting a lot. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll let you keep it. We're just too tired to argue.
But I would still go with Selena Gomez, but whatever.
No, we're too tired to argue. Just go with what you have.
Yeah. We'll say that.
Alright, so let's move on, and let's go to V. And I'll start this off. I went with the obvious choice, and that's Adam Driver. So, yeah, nothing, not a huge surprise here. I like Adam Driver a lot. I think he's great as Kylo Ren. So...
Oh, that's Kylo Ren. It doesn't take much to be one edgy boy.
Yeah.
And obviously...
V is a different type of edgy boy.
Everyone has made the comparison between V and Adam Driver, and he's a good actor. I'm a big fan of him, so... Okay, yeah, I went with the obvious choice, but it works for me.
Well, I mean, no, his body type doesn't work for V's outfit.
I mean, he could slim down. Like, I believe the film Silence is when he's really, lost a lot of weight. So...
What is he gonna pull? Christian Bale?
No, not that.
You can tell. His shirtless scene in Star Wars. You can tell that he is naturally built like a. He's naturally like a barrel. It's like he has to get like that thigh just completely surgically removed from him to do that, to fit in that outfit. But hey, go for it. They change up costumes for movies all the time, so I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. So
All right,
go ahead.
Well, with that being said, let me bring in mine. It's a very familiar name for us.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Reeves.
Oh.
I'm broken here because that's how that works. I just can't. Keanu, I know we're saying age isn't a number here.
Yeah,
Here's the
thing. Shave him. He will look like he did in the Matrix movies. You can just keep the long hair.
All right. We'll let you have it.
I mean, he's like 50, right?
Let's cool with the argue.
He's 54.
Oh my god. I don't know about that as V.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was batting for him earlier, but not as V.
That's an old man.
I can have him direct, and I can have him be Dante, but I can't do that.
Look, I'm gonna stand by this one. I'm going to stand by this one. Oh, there's a thing called Keanu Con. I'm going.
What the fuck?
I don't know. An article from GQ popped up.
Keanu
First Keanu Reeves Film Festival.
Okay, here's the thing
That's
about
wild.
Keanu. Like,
You
V.
mean the cat or the guy? Hold on.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Okay, so obviously V in the game, he's cool and all that, and I don't want a 54-year-old man playing him. Don't really think that fits as well.
No, don't you dare. He's still very cool. How dare you?
At 54, like, I like Keanu, but
Yeah,
man,
right,
that's
yeah,
stretching.
Yeah, he is still cool at 54. I have to agree, but I just don't see him being
V, yeah.
yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call up Keanu. Gonna make this film myself.
Alright, and Hunter, go ahead.
All right, I chose a musician for mine. I chose Chris Motionless from Motionless in White. Why? Because he's got the movie star quality look, and he's already that V archetype. He is that classy goth boy.
It's definitely an interesting name.
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay, here's the thing. Has he been in any films?
No, this will be his debut role, and I'll be comfortable giving it to him because he's not the main guy.
Okay,
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you have to think about V. He's more of a stoic character. He doesn't really do much. Most of what he says is said in a mixture of poetry, and fairly what's the word I'm looking for? Monotone.
Yeah.
You don't really need to you don't need to be like an emoting actor who can play a whole range of emotions for that.
Yeah, and plus this guy is a vocalist for his own band, so he can do tonal inflection pretty well.
okay, but is it one of these things where he's such a recognizable name that when you see the movie, it's like, oh, that's Chris Motionless. That's not V. We can't see.
You don't need to pull people in with a name if they're if they look enough like the character, the writing is solid, and their acting is good enough that it matches up.
But
You don't need
And
a
plus,
big.
he's got all the tattoos you need. I mean, think about
Yeah,
it.
that's
And the
another
thing
thing.
is, he's not top billing. The guy's name you need on the poster would be for Dante, Virgil, and Nero. Those are the three actors that would sell the movie. Anyone else you would have doubts about, but they're not who you're paying money to see.
You gotta get that top billing with either the main character or at least a top billing director.
okay, but would such a big name be distracting? Like, oh look, it's Chris Motionless right now on screen. It's
He's not a big name. That's the thing.
I
I mean, his band's only been active. His band's only started making money like recently, as in like 2009. They blew up in like 08, 09 is when they first got attention, dude.
yeah, I mean,
And any other actor you put him alongside has already been acting for so long it doesn't matter.
yeah, it's true.
And
Yeah.
I just wanted somebody who could recite the poetry and do it correctly without having to read the script thousands of times.
Okay, but here's the thing. Also, when it comes to V, he has some really, really important scenes in the game where obviously he goes back to Virgil. That's very key scenes that you really need someone to pull off. Since we haven't seen him in the film, I don't know if he has the gravitas to pull that off.
Okay, alright. Okay, alright. I can't sell this anymore. I'm just gonna have to let you guys roll with it. Because I've said everything that needs to be said on my end for this.
Look, you've sold me on it. You've sold me on it.
Yeah, because
Can't sell on
that
anything.
scene with him, dude, that scene with him going back into Virgil is a pivotal scene. I'll give you that much. But how much of that scene was just tonal inflection and screaming?
I mean,
Because can you imagine? Because think about it. What you were seeing was the guy on screen, the CGI rendered and all that shit, done by a team of CGI artists and 3D modelers, not the guy in the booth. That's what you didn't see. He could have the most monotone expression on his face and still read it like it was a powerful line.
yeah, you do make some good points there. Yeah.
So it's all up to interpretation.
I think we can move on from V at this point.
All right. Now let's move on to Lady. Lady. All right. Who's taking it?
Yeah, you're gonna hate my lady then if you're already hating the fact that I'm giving musicians some of these roles. You're gonna hate my lady choice.
Do you want to take
So
it?
no, go ahead, do yours.
Fallen, how about you?
You go first. Mine is
I cannot go first. I have a really weird choice.
So do I.
Yeah, so you're dogging me off mine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a point. You were really Jesus.
Okay. So for Lady, I have someone that's really young.
Okay.
She's like 27 or something.
Okay, that's not bad.
I have Shailene Woodley
Ooh.
from Divergent, The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, that's who I went with. Obviously, she can.
No, you know what? I'm not even gonna fight you on that.
Hang on. I'm gonna. Hold up. I need to actually look up who this is because I have seen neither of those movies.
So
She's got her facial structure, kind of. She's just got hella dimples, though.
yeah, so she can obviously pull off action because of the Divergent series. We've seen that, and she can pull off the short hair. She's had short hair in certain films, and
Just about everything, really.
She's had much shorter hair.
yeah.
Imagine it a little bit longer.
And she was an Amazing Spider-Man too, but I forgot what she did in that.
Oh yeah. She
What
was.
did she do?
No, she got cut in those films. She was supposed to be Mary Jane.
It got cut.
Yeah, she was supposed to be Mary
She
Jane.
was supposed to be Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's a strike against her.
No, that's not a strike against her. It's just the fact the studio didn't have the money. Emma Stone probably wanted too much, or they had to give Jamie Foxx most of the money, which is probably true.
Yeah, so I really like Shailene Woodley. I haven't seen her in anything recent, and since Divergent is over, I want her to have a big franchise. And since she can pull out those action scenes, I think she could be really good for Lady.
Yeah, you know what? It's solid. Now you have to defend your choices from. You're gonna have to defend your choice in front of the fans.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm right here. You're defending it against me. But at the same time, who I went with, well, I suppose I might as well bite the bullet right now. My choice for Lady.
Okay.
I chose Mila Kunis. The thing is,
You know what?
Man.
Here's the thing. I can't even really defend it just because I'm like, I couldn't think of anyone. And I'm like, all right, then.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anything that lady says in that movie will be counteracted by me saying, "Shut up, Meg." If she wants me to have a single line heard in that theater, that is your fault.
Honestly, I'm so fucking torn between thinking of her as Meg or Jackie from that 70s show, and neither of those are particularly strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you get a name, so it kind of looks like her, but I would always know that as Meg. I'm sorry.
That's the thing. I'm like, I can't like, the only thing that I have like for other roles is The Book of Eli, Oz the Great and Powerful, Jupiter Ascending, which we all want to forget.
Oof.
I didn't even see it to forget it.
That's probably for the best. I know that she was in Ted.
Oh, I loved her in Ted. I love freaking Ted. So I'm cool with that.
There we go. Yes, I won it over.
Yeah, Ted's amazing. I will still say "Shut up, Meg," but I'll say it less frequently.
Yeah, that's
All right.
wow, unexpected choice.
That's a solid choice, though. I can't be mad.
And
All right, well,
yeah.
Who's gonna hate this one? I picked another musician.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I picked Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
I'm not familiar with her work, but
I'm familiar with it.
okay.
Yeah, just take a look at her. Just take a look at her. You'll see why.
That's honestly
The
not
first
how I
image.
guess how
Yeah, but no, but that first image shows you what the lady's hairstyle shows you why I thought of her.
You know what? You won me over. This one you don't have to sell me.
Yeah, you see?
I mean, yes,
She
she.
looks like that chick.
Just the first image from IMDb page. That I'm already sold.
But look like
like,
her,
damn.
and the thing is, she's got that natural "I'll shoot you if you fuck with me" attitude. You know?
I know. Fuck. I didn't know I needed this.
Yeah, now you got it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hang on. I'll be back. I have to go get a loan.
Go get the loan.
Because I'm gonna fucking fund this movie.
Oh, okay. I would say, is he leaving the show just early to go cut out and get car insurance or some shit?
Yeah, I have to go get my insurance to make sure that I can afford to pay for this film.
Okay.
all right. So, okay, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not familiar with her work, but just the same thing with Chris Motionless. She's not proven as an actress. I mean, she could do well. She definitely looks the part. But yeah, but I don't know if she can pull off the action scenes. But maybe she can.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, if she is, because we've seen other musicians try to go into acting, didn't really work out so well. So that's why I'm a little hesitant.
Yeah.
But if she can pull it off, then sure, no problem.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Just like I'm cool with Selena Gomez being Nico. I'm cool with it.
At least someone's cool with that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, you never know.
Let's move on to Trish.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
let's do it. All right, who's taking it?
I'll take it, because I got an actor/musician for this one, so you can't say anything. Taylor Momsen from Pretty Little Liars.
I also don't really know a whole lot about her, so
Don't know the show.
Just based on the pictures, I can already see it.
Natural badass rock.
She was in The Grinch, The Prophet's Game, Spy Kids 2.
ooh, Spice Kids
Hansel
too.
and Gretel, Saving Shiloh, Underdog.
Wait, what was she in Hansel and Gretel?
Huh? It's the 2002 movie.
Oh, okay. I thought the Jeremy Renner version.
No, if it was the Jeremy Renner version, I'd been like, oh shit. Yeah.
Like, damn, she's overqualified.
Yeah, I'd been like, oh shit, okay. Oh, she was in Gossip Girl, not Pretty Little Liars. That was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's got enough acting experience. I think she could do well.
How old is she?
25.
Wow, okay, it's so young.
We're all over it with the age. I mean, in all fairness, Trish is a demon.
Yeah.
She's
It
forever
doesn't
young.
age, so you can lock her in anywhere.
All right. Yeah, I can't say too much about this because I don't know much of her work, but you know.
That's cool. You want to go next?
Sure. So I went with a big name, and you know this isn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went with Margot Robbie. Harley Quinn herself.
I'm not gonna say that's bad, or I'm not gonna say it's good either, because Trish is just, I don't know, Trish's attitude is weird. If we really sit back and look at her attitude, because she's uncaring and unfeeling one minute, and then she's a stone cold bitch the next. Like, she just has, like, indifferent to, like, I don't give a fuck. Those are her two emotions.
Yeah, but I'll say yes, just because, you know what? I would watch. I would see her as that.
Yeah, so
Oh, I see. Margot Robbie's tall, and that's what helps her because Trish is tall too. Even without the heels, Trish would be pretty tall.
yeah, so Margot Robbie obviously she can play the sexiness of the character with Wolf of Wall Street, Harley, and Suicide Squad, and she's a great actress. She's been an Oscar.
That physically hurt a husband. I heard that.
Don't mention Wolf of Wall Street. Don't mention Wolf of Wall Street because I loved her in that movie. I loved it.
I thought it was because of Suicide Squad. Just don't remind me of that.
No, gosh, no. I don't care about Suicide Squad because I heard it was bad. I never watched it, so it doesn't hurt me at all.
Oh, okay.
I watched it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay, and obviously she's been in Oscar-winning films, and yeah, so
I
and
like Margot.
with
I'll tell you, I did like Margot Robbie in Focus. That's
Yeah.
probably her other good starring role. That was a good guest role for her.
I really liked her in that film as well, and obviously
Barbie 2018.
with Harley Quinn, she can.
See, what the hell? Barbie's fucking... That doesn't make shit up. What the hell?
I'm not. That's the thing. It's listed right here.
Oh, God. Okay.
You like how I just subtly undercut
here's
the
the thing.
faces?
No. But here's the thing, though. Barbie has had every other job. Demon hunting shouldn't be anything for her. She should have already been in that already.
Oh, she's gonna be in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, she's in that. Okay, yeah. There's so many stars in that film.
Go for it. Okay.
Yeah, so people could see it as an obvious choice with Margot Robbie, but I think it fits, so that's why I went with her.
No, I didn't think of it. Shit.
All right, and
It's just I don't keep up with Hollywood too much.
Same.
and Fallen. What about you for Trish?
All right, boys. I'm going. It's kind of at this point, she's kind of.
If you say Uma Thurman.
No.
If you say okay, all right. You already said Quentin Tarantino. I thought you were gonna go that route. Okay.
No. This one, Okay. Scarlett Johansson.
Get out. You're not allowed. Get out.
How did I know?
To this podcast. Get out.
Hey, you're not a Trish fanboy anymore. Simmer down.
No. I can still fanboy enough to where it's like I don't see it.
I can
Got the blue eyes for it though.
I can get on board with that. Actually, I like that.
Oh, the surprise!
I can't do it.
Shock.
I can't do it because Scarlett Johansson has too much ass to be Trish.
Look, Trish can have an ass. Just cause her breast got nerfed doesn't mean her ass got nerfed.
Well, I mean, that's
Pull
what
off
happened.
the tights real well.
I mean, that's what happened, though. I mean, they just took the data and the pixels they would have for her breast, moved it to her ass. That's what happened.
Look, the reality can be anything I want it to be.
You know what? Get out. Get out even more now.
All right.
Get out.
They're waiting for me in D&D. I have to subscribe myself.
All right.
And I can imagine the little instant transmission pop from Team 4-Star. Just.
All right. Okay. Next on the agenda, we have Nero.
Nero. Yeah. Who's taking this first?
I'll go for it since I have the choice that people might laugh at.
Okay.
I pick Stephen Amell.
That's right. You told us this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I like Stephen Amell, and I could see him play this. I'm surprised by how old he was. I did look him up recently, and he's like in his late 30s. But obviously he still looks very young. I think he can pull it off, and obviously with Arrow, he can do all the action.
Yeah, and I figured he played a punk character like Casey Jones, and I figured it'd be a good fit for his personality.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It works.
Okay.
I don't know him Just based off of looking at the pictures, yeah, I can see it.
I mean, the most I've seen him in is when he had a match in WWE like 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Alright, we're moving on.
That's what I know him most for. So,
Hey, nothing wrong. No harm done.
Yet.
all right.
Shut up.
So I can go next for Nico. For Nero. All right. So I had a few choices. I was thinking of Dylan O'Brien, Logan Lerman, Miles Teller, Brenton Thwaites. I love all those actors, but I chose Dane DeHaan.
The guy from Chronicle
Yeah, and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
and nothing else.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, he's like, don't worry about it.
He obviously plays.
He wasn't Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, he obviously plays Harry Osborn in that film, and I know James Franco had 3 Spider-Man films as Harry Osborn, but I thought Dane DeHaan was better in just one film. That's how much I love Dane DeHaan.
He was in Valerian.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was also in Valerian. So
Oh, okay. All right, that other film we don't talk about. Okay.
There you go. I'm saying that's a striker. Oh, he was in Chronicle. You know what? That's a plus for him.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I mentioned earlier. I said that's the only film people know him in.
yeah, so okay,
Lawless.
he's not had since Spider-Man 2 did not, work out. He's not had a big franchise, so I think this would be perfect for him. He could be one of the main guys in this entire franchise. So, yeah,
Are you just trying to give people who don't have a franchise anymore a franchise?
Yeah, that's his whole goal. I have noticed that.
He's trying to get people work.
Yep,
He's
that's yep.
He's like, he's not altruistic. I'll give him that.
All right. I guess it's my time.
He's like Hollywood's Frankenstein.
It's not that can mean a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right, let's leave that alone.
All right. Funny enough, Mr. Cool mentioned the name, and honestly, I think I stole this from him because I couldn't come up with anyone. Dylan O'Brien.
Okay, yeah, that was my second choice from The Maze Runner.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy, so go ahead, I'll let you have it.
Yeah, I love him, and with him being the main lead in The Maze Runner, he can lead a franchise, yeah. So, to me, this is great.
Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, so who's going next?
Oh, this one, Virgil.
What character's
Oh,
next?
yes.
Okay, alright, so we got Daddy Deadweight. Alright, so who's that?
Okay, let me step up to the plate again, because I'm ready to catch some real shit for this.
Okay.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, man.
Alright, Hunter has exited.
Wow, wow, that is...
I told you! Every time I bring up another one, I already know!
The thing is, I'll give you this, I at least thought it over before I said no.
Wow, I did not expect that.
It's just, I don't see him doing it from a look standpoint, I don't see him doing it from an attitude standpoint either.
Look, I feel like he has enough range. He's done a lot of movies, and he's honestly, he really transforms for each role. I think he can do it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I love Johnny Depp. I absolutely love Johnny Depp. He did not come to mind for Virgil. Actually, he came to mind for Dante for me, not Virgil. But yeah, I don't hate it.
I mean, here's something. Here's something I'll give you. He played Grindelwald. He has white hair in that. It's already flashed up like Virgil.
True.
That's all I'll say. Despite whatever you might think of the film itself, just That look right there. Bam.
Alright, I'll go with it.
He's close to 60. I know he can, I mean, I hope he can still do the action scenes, but yeah.
I mean, Bruce Willis did that movie Red, so, I mean, he can do this.
True. That's true. Okay, yeah, wow. That's something.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, I guess I'll go next.
Yeah, because I don't have a choice.
Okay, so Virgil was the easiest character to cast.
For
This,
you.
yeah, for me.
Well, you chose Adam Driver immediately, so I wouldn't say he was the easiest for you.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, true. But this is the only name I can think of, and he's so perfect. So for Virgil, I went with Luke Evans.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
From-
he wanted Dracula, okay.
yeah,
Never mind,
from
I'm not mad. Go ahead.
The Hobbit films, Beauty and the Beast, Fast and Furious, Dracula Untold. He's played villains, obviously, in Beauty and the Beast and Fast and Furious, and he's got the hair for it. He's got the look for it. He's a great actor. He can do the action scenes, obviously, with the Hobbit films. So to me, this is perfect.
He was in Clash of the Titans.
True.
He was in
Yeah.
He
Immortals.
don't look like him.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you knocked this one out of the park, Mr. Selena Gomez.
So yeah, there was no one else that came to mind. He was the absolute perfect guy for Virgil.
All right, this one the final one that we have to pick. This
Wait.
one needs a drum roll. What?
Hunter, you don't have anyone for Virgil?
He said he piggybacked on us.
I legitimately didn't have one because Virgil is his own weird character, and I couldn't see he's not a weird character per se. It's his personality was. I don't know how anyone else who could pull it off. I mean, the only person who might be able to is the guy who played Dracula. So you're right.
All right, I guess we'll just agree with Luke Evans then,
Yeah.
or Johnny Depp.
I'm willing to throw out Johnny Depp for Luke Evans.
All right.
Sorry, Depp Mustard.
If you had kept Johnny Depp, you know what? I would have been like, you know what? He stuck to his guns. Good man.
Hey.
I would have gave him brownie points just for doing it.
Look, I'm just saying. Crimes of Grindelwald, that look, that's straight up Virgil. J.K. Rowling, we know you. We see you out there.
All right, and with that out of the way, we obviously have to get to the man himself.
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's right. Now, this is the big one. This is the big one. Dante. Who do you guys have for Dante for the Devil May Cry movie?
Alright, I'm already ready to defend myself.
All right, go ahead.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Huh.
You know what? Hold on.
Wow, okay.
Well, yeah, my main reason for that is I used to watch The Walking Dead, and as Negan on that, he was a hilarious badass. So I think that he can bring that to Dante's character in the film.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you have it.
I hope he looks good with.
Grizzled anyway.
I hope he looks good with long hair.
There's also that. The only thing that I can't that's hitting me with that one. I can't see him with that long white hair. But maybe if it's like, I don't know. That's the only thing that I can't defend myself on this. I can't pitch that to you guys.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
Did you see him in Rampage?
I didn't watch that film.
He played Negan 1.1.
Right.
It was
Exactly.
a very dialed back Negan. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Losers? And Watchmen? I feel like I need to rewatch these films.
He played the comedian.
See, he's great at
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. If you played the comedian. That's why I didn't give you crap for it. Because yeah, it's not bad.
Isn't he also Bruce Wayne's father in Batman v Superman?
Yeah, but we're not talking about that because he got a little punk.
We don't need to bring things up like that.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Actually, if I remember right, he might have been in Supernatural, but I never watched that. But that's something else. He was really playing there.
Also, when it comes to your casting, Johnny Depp and Jeffrey Dean Morgan will be brothers. I can see that actually.
Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I should have said
Yeah, whether you did it intentionally or not. Yeah, whether you did it intentionally or not, you did all right.
Totally intentional.
Yeah. So who's yours, Mr. Cool?
All right, so my first choice was at first I chose Orlando Bloom, but
Okay.
I changed it and I went with Taylor Kitsch. He's
Who the hell's that?
Gambit from X-Men Origins, and he's John Carter.
Man, you really are Mr. Savior Career. You really are Mr. Savior Career. Oh my god.
Lone Survivor, Battleship.
Okay, I didn't see Battleship.
You just want him in more
You can't
things.
say.
But
Hey, this is the perfect opportunity to do that, which is why we shouldn't be mad at him.
yes,
Savages,
I can see him playing a young Dante. I don't see him playing an older one.
but he's like 37, 38?
38.
Yeah, 38. So, I think
I like how you said Orlando Bloom. We're just bringing back the Pirates of the Caribbean cast.
yeah, true. But yeah, I think either one of them could do it. But Taylor Kitsch looks more like Dante, so I thought, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him being DMC for Dante. I don't see him being old enough for 5.
I feel like a lot of it is based off of John Carter.
And X-Men Origins with him as Gambit. I love that film. I know I'm the only one on Earth.
He wasn't in that one for very long, though.
True. But
I mean, I love Gambit, though. I love Gambit.
Same.
So I can't say anything.
Yeah, so...
I mean, my roots are in New Orleans, so I gotta love Gambit. So.
Yeah, so with John Carter, obviously that was him as the main lead that was supposed to, start a new franchise, and it didn't work out, but it shows that he can lead a film, a massive film like John Carter. So I think it would really fit well, him as Dante.
Okay.
Or Orlando Bloom,
All right.
either one of them.
He's mad at you, and he's acting a lot of stuff, so I can't be mad at you. You got the experience.
Yeah, and with all of his action scenes, and obviously if you guys have seen him in True Detective season 2, he does a lot of drama in that film, so in that series. So yeah, that's who I went with.
Okay, not bad.
All right, and Hunter, what about you for Dante?
Bring us back home, Hunter.
Two words. Boondock Saints.
I knew it. I knew.
Norman Reedus. Yep.
I called it. See, you and I picked, what do you call it? We both pulled from The Walking Dead. Just you were thinking Boondock Saints.
Yep. And I think Norman Reedus would have a hell of a time as Dante because he gets to do that, but he doesn't have to put on, like a stupid accent or anything. He doesn't have to act like he's from the South when he's not. He would just have an over-the-top fun with the role. He would get to go back to doing Boondock Saints, but not really. So that's my choice.
Okay. Didn't you have someone else?
It looks like him too, so I'll take it.
Didn't you have someone else with Dante at first?
I had someone else for Dante, but now that I think about it, because he only acted in the TV show Lost, and Josh Holloway didn't really do much action in that, and if he did do it, it wasn't that good.
Okay.
Josh Holloway.
And that was like a thing that we had for years going on in the DMC DMC community. We mentioned it on forums all the time. That was about it.
Yeah, I feel like Norman Reedus is definitely the better choice between the two.
I mean, he looks suave. He looks like he could sell the role on a poster, but he doesn't scream action movie to me.
He also doesn't scream like, what do you call it? Cracking jokes in the middle of a fight.
You know, he's got too much weight in his face, too.
Like, I can see him delivering some serious lines, but...
That's about it.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't like him for it anymore.
But yeah, we have 2 Walking Dead actors for Dante, and then one from X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know. I mean, Jeffrey D. Morgan was cool, though. I mean, I'm not going to argue and say it wasn't. That was a cool choice. I could see him being a big buff dude, and you give him Balrog and just watch him fight a bunch of demons. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool. Or he'd be the voice of Balrog. See, now we're expanding on this whole universe thing.
Yeah. Well, we're really going into it.
Yeah. So, hey, if anybody wants to do like a... If we have any animators listening to us, do a short little animatic and, do some shit. Do your magic.
And I gotta see some fan art for Luke Evans as Virgil, just somewhere.
Yeah, somebody will do it.
Yeah, because
Photoshop it.
that's the one I'm most proud of. Like to me, I think that's just so perfect. But and also, Fallen. Who do you have for Nero again?
Nero. I think I said Dylan O'Brien.
Right. Okay, gotcha. All right, yeah. So all of us have very different choices for all these characters. Fun discussion. And weird.
Oh, yeah, it was fun and weird. I mean, keep that dream in your heart. Keep that dream in your heart, Mr. Wolf.
All right.
There was a lot of questionable choices, a lot of good choices.
I mean, I'm sure Selena could work the magic out. I mean, she is a wizard after all.
Damn right.
I want to get at this point. You're not even gonna be ashamed. I like that. That's fun.
All right, yeah. So let's just wrap this up, guys. Final thoughts on this entire episode of just us casting the Devil May Cry movie.
We should do more episodes like this because this was fun.
Yeah,
got heated, but it was fun.
It didn't get as heated as it could have.
That's true. Very true. You were very civilized people.
I mean, in all fairness, normally I'd go for the throat, but you're like, no, we're too tired. I'm like, I guess we are.
Yeah. Yeah. The one night we're able to get together and we're all too tired to argue.
I mean, look, I'm never too tired to argue, but.
I mean, you want to argue? We'll start some shit. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit, we about to get salty.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah, and my final thoughts are, just like you said, we should do more of this. It was super fun, and did get heated, but it was so fun to go through the choices and, yeah, just discuss them.
Oh, yeah, I'm not mad at all.
Yeah.
We love it.
Selena Gomez as Nico.
Johnny Depp.
Man.
Johnny Depp as Virgil. Man.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that from Selena Gomez.
I want to hear him in this Jack Sparrow voice. Just saying, doing Virgil lines. Oh my god, that would be so good.
And yeah,
Norman Reedus riding on Cavalier. Oh my god, and he's a biker in real life too, so he would love that shit.
He had a show just traveling around on his bike, didn't he?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's already got a key element of Devil May Cry 5 down, riding a motorcycle.
There you go. He's already got them style points.
Yep. Wacky Wacko Pizza Man, yeah, he can do it.
I mean, yeah, I know I was bringing back a lot of actors from the past that haven't been in a lot of things recently.
Going like, who the hell are these? Oh.
He's resuscitating careers.
Yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for a lot of these actors, and I love them. and this is, after all, a dream casting, so I thought, okay, I think they could really do this. So,
Yeah, I'm not mad at you.
I mean, I also thought about Jared Leto as Dante.
Moving on.
Get out of here.
Let's just end it there, deadpan midway like The Sopranos.
I mean, hey,
Yeah,
I love his iteration of the
he looks
Joker.
part.
So,
He
anyways,
looks the part, though.
yeah. Also, if this was
Yeah, we don't-
if this was 15 years earlier, I would have had Rachel Weisz as Lady, but you know she's almost 50 now, so
You know what? We could do another one where it's all previous actors and stuff.
oh, Rachel Weisz easily. Oh, love her.
No, I want one where we have free reign, dead or alive. I want free reign for that.
Yeah, we could do
All
that.
right. I'm gonna bring back William Shakespeare. What the fuck is all these cameras?
William Shakespeare be?
Oh, he's a director.
Oh gosh, Stratford upon Devil May Cry. Oh no.
Oh.
Jeez.
All right. Yeah. So we definitely can do that.
Think about.
We definitely can do that in the future. All right. So thank you for listening to this special edition of the Discussion May Cry podcast. We will get back to the news that we do want to cover a few things, but yeah. And we're going to be doing a few other, like, top 10 lists. So, yeah, that should be fun in the upcoming weeks. So, yeah, also, drop down your cast for the movie. Who would you want to see as Dante, Virgil, and all these other characters, and who would you want to see directed? Also, who do you agree with the most from the three of us?
Speaking of video games, and we talked a lot about Keanu Reeves, I just got news that there's going to be a John Wick video game.
Oh, there we go.
I'll play it. Hang on, I'm buying it immediately. It's not available for sale. Already bought it.
Yep, day one, and it's going to look like a comic book.
Already bought.
Yep, I'm buying it.
All right.
Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, just let us know who you thought had the best cast between the three of us. I know I have Selena Gomez, he has Johnny Depp, and Hunter has a few unknowns, but hey.
Leave me alone.
I mean, look, if you want to talk about bringing on unknowns, actors whose careers are dead.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, they tried and failed. I'm bringing on people that might start something.
There you go. End it. Burn.
All right. And also, if you have a friend that's a Devil May Cry fan, tell them about the channel. It would really help us out. And yes, it took us a while to get back to doing an episode, but we do have more stuff planned, and we're gonna, we might go into just video games in general soon, instead of just focusing on Devil May Cry. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much, and subscribe for all the latest Devil May Cry news, and also much more to come with just gaming in general. So, yeah, thank you so much.